This was just 2 days before the discovery of Jasmine's body.
Ryan and Jasmine had gone to San Diego to stay in a hotel so that Ryan could participate in a Croisé celebrity poker game.
They stayed at the fancy, beautiful, famous L'Auberge Del Mar in Del Mar, California.
So we went to San Diego to investigate the hotel to see if we could collect any more evidence there.
When the investigators arrived at the hotel, the first thing they're asking about is surveillance cameras. Can I take a look?
We learned that they did have surveillance cameras, and they have them all throughout the hotel.
They cue up the footage from August 13th.
Hold it.
Stop it there.
At about 3:28, they arrived, and they arrived in Jasmine's Mercedes. So on her driver's license, she had blonde hair, but the deceased had dark hair.
Replay that.
We were able to see both Jasmine and Ryan get out of the vehicle and saw the luggage cart was brought out to them, and the employees put their luggage on the luggage cart to bring it inside.
We now know they were here together, but it establishes their presence at the hotel. But where does it go from here?
Let's see the next angle.
That's Jasmine and Ryan in the lobby of the hotel. I think they were looking for the front desk.
Move on. Try the next camera. Zoom in.
That's the front desk of the hotel. Ryan and Jasmine kind of walk past it. And then Ryan walks back to the desk and engages the hotel staff person for his room.
They check him in, he signs something, he gets the keys, and then he walks away.
Try the next camera.
You see them start to get in an elevator. Then you see them get out of the elevator real fast. It looks like they're asking where their room is. So the elevator was obviously a mistake.
Move on. Try the next camera.
The employee takes them over to where they'll find their room, which is on the bottom floor.
And that's it. They're in the room.
According to the surveillance footage that we're watching, they both get to the room and everything just seems fine.
Detectives keep watching.
It's quite labor intensive. You have to sit there and watch hours and hours and hours of video.
That's them. Wind it back. Play it again.
About 2.5 hours later, they reappear from the room, both dressed very nicely.
Pause it. Let's get a good look.
He's in a jacket, she's in a nice dress, and appear to be going out for a nice evening on the town.
These are two young people that are at the prime of their life, both in their late 20s, 30s. You know, it's sad to think that that was probably the last night of her life.
Detectives still don't know where Jasmine was murdered, so they conduct a search of her hotel room for any clues.
We have our forensic unit respond out, and they process the bathroom, the sink, the shower. They process the bedding.
The investigators need to see if there is any evidence of a struggle. Is there any blood evidence, any destruction?
What do you got?
We all had hoped that we'd find more in there, but the room had been cleaned. The staff that was interviewed that cleaned the room didn't indicate that they observed anything out of the ordinary.
Call me if you get anything.
On their first evening in town, Ryan and Jasmine attended a charity poker event.
We went to where the poker tournament was being held, which was a hotel about a 10-minute drive from the hotel where they were staying at. We did speak with people who remembered Ryan and Jasmine. The witnesses recalled Jasmine very clearly coming in her Mercedes with Ryan to the poker tournament. Another thing that we learned is that the management arranged for a limo to take them to the Gaslight District in San Diego, which is full of like bars and clubs and stuff. They arrived back around 2:30, and they get back into their Mercedes and they leave. But there was no video footage from that hotel.
In the hunt for potential suspects, detectives discover Jasmine has been married before to a man named Michael Cardosi.
We learned that Michael Cardosi is actually her ex-husband and that he recently got out of prison.
Michael Cardosi was on parole at the time of this incident. He may have been involved in her disappearance.
Since Jasmine's death, Cardosi has violated his parole and is back in jail.
Can you tell me, when did you last hear from your ex-wife?
We learned that just before Jasmine left on Thursday, she had actually gone down to the San Diego area with her mother. And she left her mother at the hotel and she went and saw Michael. She'd known Michael since she was a very young girl. They got married young. They ended up divorcing when he went away to prison.
Cardosi admits to meeting Jasmine, but claims to know nothing about her murder. Jasmine Fīōrè's friends and family gather for a private memorial.
Everyone mourning for her. I think we're all just still in disbelief, and it's just really hard to take in, you know, everybody having to go, especially her family, having to go through this terrible tragedy. She had too many people that loved her. She had people that cared about her that she could fall back on. Until this day, like right now, I still can't believe it.
As part of his conditions of parole,
We were able to eliminate Michael as a suspect, checking his alibis, talking to his parole officer. We were comfortable that he was not involved.
All indications were from Jasmine's family, her mother, that Jasmine got along really well with him. There was no history of violence. And them not being married had nothing to do with abuse or anything like that.
Plus, we have no indication that he ever went to the hotel.
Detectives continue to scour the surveillance footage from the hotel.
There were a lot of questions to be answered, and many of those answers were starting to germinate in that original security footage at L'Auberge Del Mar.
Okay, there's no night footage from the lobby. Let's focus on the camera outside the room.
It may lead us to additional evidence and or additional witnesses. It's all about putting that case together to determine what happened and when.
Keep watching, it's gotta be something here. Play it back.
2 hours later, after leaving the other hotel, we see Ryan running through the hallway to his room. That's at 4:38.
Freeze it. There. I see that against earlier footage.
We're curious. We only see Brian Jenkins.
Yes, definitely him. Black suit, same build.
I'm having trouble speculating what he's doing and where Jasmine is at this point in time.
Keep going. Some other customer. That's him. Play it back.
We see Ryan place an item on top of a cabinet that's in the hallway.
What is Ryan trying to hide? What is this object he's trying to get rid of?
Move on. Play it back.
We then see him take an ice bucket, which he came out with as well, and he goes and gets ice, and then he goes back to the room.
What's going on here, especially at almost 5 a.m. in the morning?
Just his whole behavior was one of somebody that was just acting very strangely.
Thanks.
New data from Jasmine's cell phone shows she texted a number more than once that evening.
She had a previous boyfriend of 2 years. His name was Robert Hasman. He lived in Las Vegas. People describe him as being a wealthy guy.
That series of texts was a discussion about getting together and getting back together in a more permanent way.
Jasmine had texted Robert from the poker party saying something to the effect of, "I'm done with this, get in your plane and come pick me up."
Mr. Hasman was critical to talk to an interview to find out what was actually going on between him and Jasmine.
Oh, hi. Is your phone about Jasmine?
Yeah, that's right. Thanks for seeing us. Mind if I come in?
Yeah, sure, of course. Come in.
He gave us an interview, explained some of the backstory between him and Jasmine and their love story.
They were dating up to just about the point that Jasmine and Ryan got married.
Robert confirms that he and Jasmine had stayed in contact.
He was very distraught over what had happened. Obviously cared about Jasmine a great deal.
When did you last hear from him?
The night they went to play poker.
Robert was in Las Vegas, and Jasmine had indicated to him that she would go to Burbank Airport and maybe he could get his private jet to come and pick her up and fly her to Las Vegas.
Robert claims that was the last he heard from Jasmine.
We spoke to him, solid alibis. Robert wasn't even in California. He was in Nevada at the time.
Okay. I think we're done.
We didn't think that he was involved whatsoever in the murder of Jasmine.
The investigators requested the recovery of evidence from the wardrobe cupboard in the hallway. At the time, we didn't even know what the object was. Was it the murder weapon? Was it used in the homicide? Is it something related to Jasmine or Ryan that could lead to Ryan's location?
So we look on top of the adagio, and it's the phone receiver. So in my mind, I'm thinking, why would anyone take the phone receiver from the hotel phone, unplug it from the phone, and set it outside, and then go get ice?
It was taken to the forensic lab and examined for any fingerprints, any evidence that it may have been used in the crime.
Investigators take another look at Jasmine and Ryan's room.
At the back of the room was a sliding door that led to a private patio that backed up to the parking lot of the hotel.
You were able to go outside of the room onto a patio area with a small, like a 2-foot-high wall around it. One could step over the wall to get into the outside parking lot.
On the back patio, they found a spot of blood with a long hair in it. And after processing the blood spot and the hair, DNA evidence showed that that did belong to Jasmine Fīōrè. Based on the evidence, we know that her blood and hair is found in the back patio area. But from the video evidence, we don't see Jasmine. We don't know what Jasmine is.
Okay, scroll on. See if he comes back out. Gotta be something here. other stuff. Wind it back, slow it down, and zoom in.
So the next time we see Ryan Jenkins at 6:24,
he appeared to have both his hands full of clothing and toiletries, that type of thing, and he was in a hurry.
Ryan Jenkins is on the run. During our investigation, we learned that Ryan had a storage unit in Las Vegas, and he kept his boat there. So we go to Las Vegas to go to the storage unit, and there we find the boat is gone.
He was on the run, and they were going to need a lot more resources to find this guy. They had to find Ryan Jenkins, and they had to find him fast.
Ryan's SUV with the boat trailer attached to it was discovered at a boat ramp in Blaine, Washington. Ryan Jenkins was not at the vehicle, and the boat was missing.
The city of Blaine sits directly on the Canadian border.
The moment the vehicle was found, everything turned to the focus of him being in Canada.
It's been more than a week since there's been a confirmed sighting of Ryan Jenkins, but here in Calgary, the public continues to call in tips.
The Canadian authorities were contacted by the Thunderbird hotel manager in Hope, British Columbia. The hotel manager explained to them that a man had arrived approximately 2 days prior to that. After he did not check out, the manager went into the room, and Ryan was discovered hanging by his belt in the closet.
Canadian forensics processed the scene.
They took photographs of him, sent them to us. The fingerprints that they had were compared to fingerprints in the United States, and it confirmed that it was Ryan Jenkins.
The international manhunt for a reality TV star suspected of murdering his model ex-wife has ended with the suspect found dead.
After Ryan Jenkins committed suicide, we learned that there was a suicide note on his computer. His suicide note was basically, those of you reading this have heard on the news what a monster I am. But the true monster was Jasmine. I loved her with all my heart. I'd do anything for her. He never came out and said, oh, gee, you know, I killed her, I'm sorry for it. He apologized to people, but he didn't apologize for the murder.
Without a full confession, detectives still need conclusive evidence to close the case. Investigators receive a call about Jasmine's missing car.
Her vehicle was found about a mile from her apartment. In the parking lot, basically been sitting there a couple days. The Orange County forensics team that was working with Buena Park Police Department could start the processing of that vehicle for any evidence.
That vehicle is full of blood. We found blood on the door panels, the carpeting, the door seals. The car was a crime scene. In fact, the suitcase had been in the back seat, not in the trunk, and all the blood had pooled into that seat.
Detectives can now piece together what they believe actually happened.
The theory is that at some point, Ryan discovered that Jasmine was messaging with Robert.
He probably got a hold of Jasmine's phone and goes ballistic. He literally beats her in the vehicle. That's our crime scene. He got her out of the vehicle and helped her into the patio area, but found out he couldn't enter the real doors. So he has to run around, let himself in, open the doors, and bring her in. We know that her blood and hair is found in the back patio area. Shortly thereafter, we see him come out, and of course, he places the phone receiver up on top of the etagere and goes and gets ice and comes back. That tells me she's still alive at that time. Why would you do that unless you didn't want someone inside the room to make a phone call?
The ice bucket, is he mixing drinks or is he trying to reduce swelling on an injury?
I believe part of the arguing was he's pleading with her, I'm so sorry, baby. I'll never touch you again. Please forgive me. Don't call the cops. And she's just like, oh no, screw you. I'm calling the cops. It wasn't a planned event. He snaps and he strangles her to death. We also know that we see him leave, carrying all of his clothing. This is clothing that came from that bag. He took all the clothes out of his bag to put her in that bag.
I believe that he used the back entrance of the room through the patio to the car park to move the suitcase with Jasmine in it.
Ryan now leaves the hotel for 2 hours.
I think it's quite possible he was checking the vehicle for a tool or going to buy some type of a tool to dismember Jasmine with. Comes back, cuts off the fingers, pulls out her teeth, breaks out her teeth. He leaves San Diego. At this point in time, he has to have Jasmine in the suitcase in the back seat of the Mercedes. He gets off in Brandon Park at this detour, and he's probably thinking, I've had this dead body in my car for hours now. I need to get rid of it.
He found a location behind an apartment place. He dumps Jasmine in the dumpster, and then he drives back to Los Angeles.
The surveillance video was the smoking gun. It told us so much. It gave us a time frame, the behavior, never seeing Jasmine again. Without that video, we still would have been chasing Ryan Jenkins.
Ryan Jenkins' suicide spares Jasmine's family and friends the trauma of a trial.
So he killed himself out of his own pity because he couldn't face the consequences. He couldn't face what he did. He would have went to prison for the rest of his life. He knew he couldn't handle that.
The victim's family is seeking closure. You know, they've lost a daughter, a friend, you know, a sister. They've lost somebody that they care about deeply, and they want to know why. When something like this ends the way this case did, you have these unknowns that are out there forever. But at the same time, I think there was relief that he was no longer running.
Jasmine was very loved by her family. She's the victim because she was murdered, but her family's the victim as well.
She fell in love with a narcissistic con artist. Jasmine was just blinded by his hustle. Sometimes you just can't, see. They say love is blind. And a lot of smart, intelligent women fall in love with men that are bad for them.